As more people become disillusioned with the traditional political parties, numerous independent candidates in the Eastern and Northern Cape provinces have put their hands up to win wards in these elections. Over in East London's Buffalo City Metro, Aviwe Mtile is investigating reports that more than 30 ANC members are running as independents after a fallout over the party's contested candidates lists. And over in the Northern Cape, Monique Mortlock's there. She found some more independents contesting that province than ever before. Well, they both join us live now. Good morning, Aviwe and Monique. Let's start with you, Aviwe. Tell us what's happening your side. Why so many ANC members standing as independents? All right, let's go to Monique. Monique, tell us what's going on where you are and why so many independents are standing this time around.
From what we've heard from residents in different parts of Kimberley this week, people have become disillusioned with the municipality, with the ANC-led municipality, and with other parties, your bigger parties like the DA, and politicians seemingly making empty promises come election time and then not delivering on those promises. Residents say that services aren't being delivered, that their living conditions aren't improving, and for that reason they have either become apathetic towards voting or looking for other alternatives. And this is where our independent candidates are coming into play. Now, there's one group called the Solplaatjie Service Delivery Forum that has about 28 candidates contesting in these elections, and those are 28 out of the 33 wards here in Solplaatjie municipality. But to tell me more about this, I'm speaking with David Cock, a community leader and an independent candidate. So, firstly, just tell us why the Service Delivery Forum was started this year.
Good morning to all the listeners and the viewers out there. Thanks once again for the opportunity. The forum was started due to the frustrations that we are going through based on service delivery that is not delivered by the Solplaatjie municipality to the people. So hence the community felt it serves more purpose than to start a structure in which whereby we can mandate and take over and ensure that the services is delivered by us, for us as the communities of Solplaatjie.
Now, you asked us to meet you here specifically at the Roodepan Multipurpose Centre. This is going to be one of the issues that that you would want to tackle, that you would want to look at should you win a seat. Tell us more about some of the issues that you are looking at tackling.
Firstly, I would like to ask if I can just lower the mask just so I can be more audible. Yes, from my view, understanding the community, the struggles and the suffering that we are going to. The multipurpose hall is one of the white elephants that we have currently within our community, which serves a great purpose. As so many times in the past it was reminded to us as community that sports bring people together. Sports can unite a community, sports can unite a nation. So this will be one of the structures that I will put more emphasis in fixing it, with the community themselves, bringing in their labor, and that can also serve a purpose of giving some employment, even if it is just temporary. Second of all is the situation where we currently find in the shack dwellings, that people are staying in shack dwellings without proper water and sanitation. The current issue at hand is the electricity issue that we are fighting, to ensure that once they don't have electricity now, but for the future purpose to ensure that once we receive electricity, then the rates and the tariffs is lower, and we do migrate from the manner of which we are buying it now to Eskom. Sorry.
No problem. Thank you very much, David. I'm going to leave it there because we will be chatting to you and some of the other independent candidates throughout the day just to find out what they believe they will be able to do differently that hasn't been done before, especially since people like David live in the community, have been struggling with the very same issues that they are going to try to improve.
Thanks so much, Monique. We're going to go to Buffalo City now, where Aviwe Mtile is standing by. Aviwe, so many independent candidates and 30 of them from the ANC.
A lot of them, at least 31, have moved away from the ANC to being independent councillor. I'm in Breitbach now, part of Ward 44, where already there's a litany of posters on the ground here. The name that you'll see around Breitbach is that of Stacey Gosling. She is the independent candidate for Ward 44. You do understand the dynamics in the Eastern Cape. The metro is Buffalo City Metro, run by the ANC, but that is being threatened now because of the candidates that have gone independently, a lot of them from the ANC. But I want to catch up with Stacey just to find out. Thank you, Stacey, for joining us at eNCA.
Thank you very much.
Why you took this route to be independent?
I haven't taken the route. The community approached me after being failed with service delivery and really bread and butter issues. So the community approached me asking me to stand as though to contest as an independent candidate, to see that the interests of the community being taken to council.
Okay, previously you were part of the South African National Civic Organization, which is somewhat aligned to the ANC. Why then the move away from that to going solo?
Because if you move around Ward 44 and Buffalo City as a whole, you would see that the state of where the city finds itself in. You know, I've been part of the movement of Sanko, but we haven't really had a leg to stand on. We've made submissions to offices, we've made submissions to local government, but nothing really has been attended to. So for me, being part of an organization or being part of a structure and not really having the power to bring about change, it didn't make sense. So that is when I decided to move away from that and really speak to the needs and the interests of our people.
Okay, you're in Ward 44, a somewhat unique ward in the sense that Breitbach is semi-urban. There is Sweetwaters, which is a township, and Chachu, for example, is a rural village. What's the municipality failing the community in, and what do you promise to bring about?
I'm not promising anything. The only thing, you see, the role of a ward council is very simple. Our people just need to be attended to. Our people just need an ear. Our people just need to be heard. And that is where ward councillors and employees really fail our people. So the main thing for me is to get in there and to have that communication with the various communities. You see the challenges of your Chachu community, the challenges of Sweetwaters, the challenges of Breitbach is different. So the approach will be different. You understand? So for me it is get in there and attend to the need of that specific community.
And how's the current councillor failing the people?
There's no communication. There is no community meetings. We, for instance, have a housing project that's been coming on since 2017. And up till today, we don't know what the budget was, how much has been spent already, and why it is that there's not a single house that's standing up till this day. We have service delivery issues, for instance. You know, people will be blocked for a ridiculous amount. The people will go into to the local municipality. When they get there, the system is offline. So for me, the right thing to do is to bring the municipality to the people so that their needs can be addressed to. And that is really the bread and butter issues that the current council hasn't been addressed.
Okay, thank you very much. Stacey Gosling is the independent candidate to be councillor of Ward 44. As we've seen a lot of independent candidates mushrooming through in the Eastern Cape, more so in Buffalo City. You do understand that even leading to the local government elections, there's been issues around the candidate list, accusations of those candidate lists been manipulated, the person that won the community vote being looked down and replaced by someone that's even fourth on the list, for example. So those issues boiling currently, threatening the Buffalo City Metro, taking it away from the African National Congress because of those boiling issues.
Aviwe and Monique, just a last question for you both, and I'll start with you, Monique. Is the sense you're getting that there are so many independents because of sheer disillusion and frustration at the lack of social services and the kind of service that they're getting from local councillors on the ground?
Definitely, Annika. That's definitely one of the main reasons why we've been seeing an increase in the number of independent candidates standing. As David Koch explained, the Service Delivery Forum started because community leaders were fed up with what they've been receiving from the municipality, from the current ward councillors, or what they haven't been receiving. And it's for this reason that they have looked to community leaders, to residents like themselves, to stand up for them and to stand as independent candidates, because they simply feel they've been failed so many times by politicians, by your big parties, by small parties, that now maybe it's time for something different. So it will be interesting to see on Monday or after Monday how many of these independent candidates have managed to persuade their communities to, instead of wasting a vote, to look to them and to cast a vote for them.
Thank you so much, Monique Mortlock in Kimberley. Last shot at Buffalo City, Aviwe. Fed up residents coming up and standing, or just looking for a power gap?
I think it's both ways, Annika. If we realistically look at it, there is, of course, the issue of service delivery, or the lack of, in the Eastern Cape. We've been visiting various places in the course of the week, showing you places that were promised houses back in 2009 already, places that don't have basic electricity and water. So that is, of course, the disillusion of the community and these independent candidates mushrooming. But the other side, of course, is around the candidate list, especially in Buffalo City, the potential corruption. Because you ask yourself why these lists would be manipulated if the person that won the vote has been overlooked and someone else has been put in place. Obviously, there already, I'll say, potential corruption that's looming. So a lot of people discontent choosing to take this particular part. It's an issue that I picked up with the President, Cyril Ramaphosa, some 4 weeks ago when he was in Tanzania, and he suggests that this issue of the manipulation of the candidate list will be tackled after the election. But my question then is, how difficult will it be to remove a council that's already been elected into power? You're saying that the party will deal with this issue after the elections.
All right, thank you so much. Viwe Mtila in Buffalo City. We'll speak to you a little bit later, and he'll be there until at least Monday when we go to the polls.